shark. Is anybody afraid of stingrays?
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you are afraid, we promise we will prove you these are the most deadly creatures in the ocean. There is absolutely nothing to be afraid of, and I guarantee by the time we're done, you're going to want to take one home with you. Alright, so here we go. Let's get it started right now. Alright, the 3 stingrays we have here are female stingrays. Females are the dominant sex in the sandbar. In fact, surveys have proven that the females outnumber the males 20 to 1. Yeah, man! It's a good place to be a boy. Now, it's actually very easy to identify a male from a female. The easiest way is by the size. A female stingray can get up to 5 feet wide. A male stingray will only get to about 1.5 feet. We are not allowed to judge on the sandbar. Now, the other way to identify them is also very easy. On the back of all stingrays, they have 2 dorsal fins. Every stingray has these 2 fins, but a male stingray will also have 2 claspers in the stingray. Oh. That's what it makes it.
My guys in translation call them clapping corners and not my foot.
Now, a stingray can have an average lifespan of up to 65 years old. The large female that Papa has is almost 40 years old. The female I have is right around 25 years old. And the female that Bergen has is between 30 and 35. Now, we know that because they start off their life very small, about the size of the palm of your hand. And they grow very slowly. It takes them 40 years to reach their full growth of their size. When a female stingray is pregnant, she's going to be pregnant for around about a year. She will give a live birth to anywhere between 2 and 10 pups, they call them. Little puppy dogs. And when a pup is born, it is fuller than the palm of your hand, but you will not see the babies out here. The mother goes to the coral reefs or to the grass fields to give birth. That gives them a better chance of survival because the moment the mother gives birth is the last time she sees them. They're on their own immediately.
Out of the house, no more rent to pay.
Oh.
Now, guys, we do have some very important rules out here for very important reasons. That rule that we're about to express about trying to keep your feet planted. No jumping up and down. This is the important part, guys. No jumping up and down, no jumping around kicking. That is very, very important for 2 big reasons. The first reason is to protect the stingrays. Stingrays are in the same family as sharks. And as sharks, they have no bones in their body. It's made up of cartilage, like the bridge of your nose. It's very fragile and it breaks very easily. If you jump up and land on a stingray, you can break its back very easily. You don't want that. That's the other reason, that's for your protection, and that's because of the stingray's barb. The stingray's barb is located halfway down its tail. The stingray's barb works very much like a knife. You run your hand across it one way, it does not hurt you. But if you came back across the other way, it could hurt you. Now, a stingray does not hunt with its barb. In fact, they are not hunters at all. They're out here to eat the small things that are squirming below your toes right now. Ooh, I love that one. Clams, mussels, shrimps, worms. That's what they eat, all the stuff that gets in the sand. They do not go around hunting fish with that barb. And they certainly will not go around hunting you with it. That barb does not shoot out like out of a gun. It does not shock you or electrocute you. It does not inject the venom like a snake bite does. It is a cartilage barb that's very good at piercing. And it's there for one reason only. Self-defense from their natural predator, which is a shark. If a stingray ever uses its barb, it will lose that barb. And it will never grow back. So they really do not want to use it on you today. Because then they can't protect themselves tomorrow. Right? But on that note, who's heard of Steve Irwin? Yeah. That's why you're all afraid of stingrays. Yeah. Alright. Well, let us clear this up for you right now. As I said, a stingray's natural predator is a shark. Sharks love these girls. They taste like candy to them. And naturally, this shark knows exactly how to catch the stingray. The stingray's eyes are located right at the top and the front. And they have a blind spot that runs all the way down their back, leading right onto that barb. When a shark attacks, it will attack from behind for the element of surprise. when the stingray feels a threat coming from behind, she can stick that barb right up, hopefully to catch that shark in the jaw when it's coming at her. Well, Steve Irwin made this mistake. Steve Irwin jumped off a boat onto the back of the stingray. That stingray felt the threat come, she stuck her barb up. And it was his momentum from diving that pierced that barb right through his chest bone, right into his heart.
Now, guys, if that had hit him anywhere else, in the shoulder, the legs, the neck, the butt, the calf, the toe, the foot, anywhere else, guys, he would have been alive today. He just unfortunately that barb hit him right in his main artery, his heart. Now, guys, that would have happened to you. You won't be that lucky. That's once in a million chance. You're not going to get that lucky today. So, guys, don't worry about the barb too much. Just enjoy the stingrays.
You know what the biggest problem with Steve Irwin was? Steve Irwin! He took everything to the extreme all the time. If you saw his show, you know that. And he was over 200 miles away from the nearest hospital when this accident did happen. But he made the major mistake of pulling that barb out. You pull out a barb, yeah, it might make for good television, but it also makes a much better wound. And he blended that joke because of that. Guys, if he got hit anywhere else in the body, if he'd been closer to a hospital, or if he'd even just left the barb alone, he'd be right here with us today. But the important part of that story, Steve Irwin attacked the stingray. The stingray did not attack Steve Irwin, and they will not attack you. We do promise you that. These are the most gentle creatures in the ocean. There's no other fish out here. I never give a kiss to you, baby girl. Hug her up.
Alright, guys, 7 years been up with the kiss the stingray. 10 years.
Alright, guys, what we want you to do, stay in your circle right now. We're going to bring some of these rays around to you for everybody to get a chance to pet them and feel them first before we teach you how to hold them and take pictures. Okay? Alright, guys.
That one likes you. You've been holding that one for a while, honey.
Very tame.
Yeah.
She knows food's coming.
It's just amazing how soft they are.
They told me to hold you. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Here, you do it.
Okay.
It's not because the stingray stings them, though, or hits them with the barb. It's our fault. It's always we back into them or we step on them. Yeah, it has happened. Bert's been hit about 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing this since he was 5 years old, so that's not a bad average. Here. I've been doing it with sharks and rays about 18 years of my life now, and I've never gotten bit with a barb yet. It's all in the understanding, really it is, and to understand where they're going to go and what they're going to do. Obviously, you can see which way it points, and it is sharp. They don't want to use it. You'll even see he doesn't really have any himself, but mostly there's a little in there. That's a little shark bite going on right there. So a shark has literally bit on top of him and was biting him, and he still didn't use it. They don't want to use that. That's the only one they got. But whenever somebody does get hit out here, it's because they reached over the top, or they backed into it, or whatever.
Sure.
Sometimes it gets a little rough, and the wave pushes you into one, or whatever it is. That's why I say just be mindful where you're walking. Try to shuffle your feet the best you can, and try to stay down. Don't jump up and down.
Can you show his smile again so we can
I
get it
can
on?
try. He was quite upset when I
He
did
didn't
that.
like that, did he? Okay, baby,
Yeah,
smile
yeah.
for us, sweetie.
We're ready. All right. Okay. No, we don't want to upset him.
Yeah, okay.